Well, hello there, everybody. Drae here, and welcome back to the game where I destroy stuff. We're back out in Instruments of Destruction, and it's been a little while since we last played. I wanted to give the creative community as well as the developer a little bit of time to release some more things, and the game has been updated quite a bit. There's a bunch of small updates that have come out. The most recent one has unlocked lasers into the game, and yeah, right now I'm just gonna start off by simply stomping this thing with a strand beast-like creation. This is actually the first walker that I've ever seen in Instruments of Destruction, so that's great, and also it's pretty good at destroying. Oh, there goes the main tower. It took a little while, but this thing just doesn't give up. This is so cool already. So yeah, what's extra cool about this creation, I didn't even notice the chains on the legs. That's probably how it does the majority of its destruction, which is pretty cool. But it's actually got tank steering, so you can churn with it. It's actually very easy to walk around with this thing. And yes, I'm super excited for more weird creations like this today. I have a lot downloaded. We might have time to build one or two of my own as well. All right, let's check out the new laser, shall we? This one's, oh, this is beautiful. This is called Orbital Cannon, and oh my god. That is so friggin' cool. So these must be angled a little bit inwards, because obviously we have a point where pretty much all the lasers connect. Oh my god, the shaking of the screen is actually a bit annoying. This is insane. It's too bad you can't aim this thing kind of like a tank turret. I mean, you kind of just have to drive into things. Unfortunately, it's really tall though, so it's not like I can destroy this bottom stuff. I love how lasers have been out for less than a day and there's already so many weird creations like this one. Same as last time, except we have a dome this time that can fly. I gotta learn how to fly it here. Hold on. Okay, so we fly, go forward. I really wish we could chill out with these balloons a bit. It's either full throttle or no balloons. So we're just gonna have to kind of like crash land over here. It's actually very easy to fly. I just wish it would stop going all the way up. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. This is kind of pleasing too. Just the weight of this thing is taking out the majority of this structure. I want to get to the ground though, because then we can attach it to the ground and use the lasers to delete everything that we didn't destroy just by the weight of this thing. This is so cool. What on earth is this beautiful thing? It's called Total Demolition. I should mention, you can now bend frames. You can make frames as big as you want now too, so we're gonna get a lot more, I would say, less boxy creations, which I'm already definitely noticing. Okay, I see. This is just like if an amusement park ride was essentially death. So we just, oh my god, you can fly with it just due to the recoil. All right, so that's probably why this button's here, to keep this thing down on the ground. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna lag out just due to the freaking amount of balls on my screen. As per usual, though, we have to see how good it is at destruction. Oh, I forgot to put the thing that kept it on the ground on. It still did really good anyways. This is actually one of the most destructive yet. All right, this one's for all you people who want some destruction but also care about the environment. This is essentially a recycling plant. Of course, for destruction, though. So bear with me as I learn this one. It's a lot of buttons and it's extremely confusing. But I do know the start. We got to turn on those old saws because we need to take it off the ground first. So there we go. Put everything on the platform. Okay, so now that we have our stuff, hold on, I gotta oh my god, oh, the lag. Okay, oh my, oh, I love this. I love this. So we have our collection now. Make sure it's nice and compact. And now, oh god, I hope I'm doing it right. We just, oh my god, I am seriously impressed. Look at that, we got a full load. Let's open that up, make sure it's all out. That is majestic. Now we can put this down again. That is legit a full load. And now we have the bucket with everything inside. And I'm not sure why, but we can also just throw it out if we want to. I guess if you have a massive dump truck or something. We essentially just moved rubble, but it was very, very fun. And you might be asking yourself, well, there's still a crap load of rubble around. Well, they thought of that as well. Check this out. Look at this. I have a little guy here. How do I get him out? Okay, I have to remember all the buttons. Bear with me. Oh, there we go. So we can drop it down. Just got a little guy with a plow. This is the first, like, double creation I've seen. Yeah, this is too big of a job for me. I am way too lazy. But as you can see, works totally well. That has to be one of the most unique creations yet. I love this thing. And time for some projectiles. We got a missile launch platform. Very easy to use. It's already calculated its trajectory, I think, for this map. So we should be able to simply just launch and shoot whenever we want. Does this shoot all of them? Hold on, I'm going to shoot. Yes, it does. Okay. Well, direct hit. You know what? Let's just launch the rest of these. So yeah, you can't control these things, unfortunately, but really cool arc. And yeah, nice to see some projectile-based destruction. That was right in the middle. That was beautiful. So a lot of people have been making worm designs lately. This one's kind of like an inchworm design. The mechanics involved in making these things move is what's most impressive about this to me. Just watching it, it's very mesmerizing. And I don't really know how it works, but it seems to work quite well. Very easy to drive around. Not really destruction based, but I'm sure you could destroy with it if you did want to. Regardless, I just wanted to show you something that's really interesting. Well, this might be the weirdest one yet. Somebody decided to be fun to make a giant fly swatter. I guess building swatter in this regard. It's literally net. So we'll see. I love that it's floating with balloons too. Oh my god. Oh my god, that comes down a lot harder than okay, that feels so good. This is so weird. It's so well balanced too. I thought it'd be very, you know, top heavy. But with those balloons, it makes life way easier. And going down for the smash. Also, a lot more destructive than I expected, considering it's literally just ropes. Metal ropes, though. All right, we have to get the final little bit, though. Here we go. Going for the slap. I love this thing. It's way more well thought out than I expected to. Like, even the steering, very easy to use because every wheel literally hinges. Even the back jets hinge as well. So, I mean, just driving this thing, it's very weird feeling, but very easy. Oh, I didn't even show, but it can even go higher up. So if you want a little bit more of a slap, you can do that as well. Works exactly the same. Probably that's the way that it's intended to be slapped, but it was more than damaging enough even when it wasn't extended. Oh, that's so smart. I was like, how are they building hovercrafts on this? I thought it would use balloons, but it looks like tank treads can almost be frictionless if you put them horizontally. This feels, I mean, I've never driven a jet boat or a fan boat before, but like, look, I'll stop and it just keeps moving. This is so cool. I should probably turn on the fan too. That would be smart. Oh my god, I'm really impressed. Let's see if we can get this thing up to speed. Obviously, we kind of need flat ground with this one. Now, I don't think it's going to float, so I don't want to try that. We haven't actually seen any boat designs. I just thought about that. I don't think buoyancy is a thing in this game yet, as you can clearly see. But I think there'll be some really interesting designs when buoyancy does become a thing. And it should become a thing. I'm assuming it's probably being developed right now. So very simple weapon on this one. It's essentially a fan boat tank. We just have a simple cannon. So it's not really about the weapons on this one, but that frictionless feeling, I think it literally is just, hold on, let me put it in the sky. It's just sideways tank treads, and somehow that becomes essentially frictionless. All right, well, this is a whole lot of nope now, isn't it? Oh my god, this is truly one of the creepiest creations yet. And what a smart design just to have wheels all around it. So yeah, there was a worm competition going on, which is why we're seeing so many worm designs. This one's based on the massive Dune worm. And it looks like, yeah, we can just chomp on the front. I can't open the mouth, I don't think. I don't think we're going to need to open the mouth, though. With how heavy this thing is, just be able to go right through this, probably. Yes, there we go. Let the lag hit. Imagine seeing this in real life. Oh my god. I'm actually more impressed by the way this thing gets around, though. This is such a smart design. Just add wheels to the whole freaking creation. Very easy to drive as well. All right. right, so I want to work on my own design now. Now, to be fully transparent, I don't know what kind of magical creator was able to build this perfect ring. A lot of people have been using it, though. I don't know if everyone's building their own, but to be fully transparent, I stole this one, or reversed engineered it, off of the Circle of Destruction, which was one of the creations we checked out at the start of this video, only because I don't know how to do this. I am not a builder in games like this, but I still want to try. So what I want to do, I've noticed that all these laser-based creations don't really spin too much. This one kind of had a spinning effect, but you had to fly with it. I want to utilize what we learned today, and that is that we have the tank treads that are essentially frictionless. So can we essentially use this as a frictionless pad and spin it on the ground so we don't have to simply be flying while we spin? I think it'd be really fun, and it would do some really satisfying destruction if we can figure out a way to get underneath this structure as well. I'm hoping we can just do it by sheer speed, but we might need to use the saws, for example, which a lot of creations do. But I'm getting way too far ahead of myself. I don't even know if this will work or not. Let's just go one thing at a time and see what I can do with this. Okay, so we now have the treads all going in the same direction, so this shouldn't move much. I don't think I'm gonna use them to move. I could mirror each side and turn with it, possibly. That's too much to think about, though. I think what I'm going to use is jets for movement. I just got to figure out, I want to keep this thing low profile because we got to get underneath creations. So I kind of want to strategize how I do these jets. I just realized there's skids now that probably do the exact same thing as these, don't they? But you know what? I like the way this looks, but yeah, there's so many new blocks. It's hard to keep up with all the new things in this game, guys. All right, so before I design too much of this, I want to see how many thrusters I'm going to need to move this beast. We have 3 that are overdrive right now with a maximum of 3.0. So that should be... Oh, I put them on the same button as the lasers. Let's actually change that. All right, but yeah, let's see if this is all we need. Being that it's frictionless, I mean, it's obviously heavy still, but I don't know how much... Oh my God. Oh, that is so fast! With only 3? Okay. I think I could maybe put 2 on the side then and keep that away from the top. Again, I want to keep this as low profile as possible. All right, so I know that every 4th tread is 90 degrees. So what I'm going to do, I think if we put 6 on here, assuming the thrusters can fit on these overdrives, we'll put 3 on this side, 3 on the other. That should be more than enough to hopefully get through a structure, maybe with some saws on the front if I need it. All right, so let's see how powerful this is now. We did it with 3. It didn't get through, but it was taller, and, well, now we have double the power. So if we T, still working great. Oh my God, the speed of this thing is insane. Still can't get through it, unfortunately. We're a little thick. Not that thick, though, so we might have to throw some saws on the front. All right, so I had to get crafty to not add an extra block above the cabin, so I'm using the horizon cabin, and I think if we do a couple of these, we're only going to need probably 2 more. We don't need to have the whole structure enclosed with saws because, well, we don't have buildings that big in this game. So I'm thinking if we had 2 more of these on the sides, we should be good to hopefully saw this thing in half. And if you know what, we'll just throw on the front of this just to make sure the extra chainsaw as well. So this is a whole cutting platform. Oh, that's actually perfect. All right, so here's the design. I think it does look pretty good. I actually added an extra layer. That way it cuts through everything that we should need it to cut through. And hopefully this isn't too front heavy now. I got to assume it won't be. So if we turn this on, oh yeah, perfect. Now let's just test it out. We're gonna go ahead a little bit slower now because of the front. Turn this off. I don't want to go too fast. I just want to get through it. Oh yeah, perfect. I mean, it's still a little difficult, but that's exactly what I wanted. It to all fall into the middle, and then I can turn this on whenever I want to pulverize it. Now, all I need to add is the spinny part that I wanted. Only downside of that is this is going to be front heavy now, so I don't think it will be wobbly because it's so low profile, but it should be very easy to spin this thing as well. We have all these attach points all the way around. All we need to do is add some jets on some different buttons that go in one direction, and assuming I did everything correctly, it should spin. All right, let's test this bad boy out. So I added thrusters all the way around wherever I could. I think there's 45 on here. I didn't boost them because oops, that's the wrong button. I don't think we will need to. let's just test it out. So the only place there isn't thrusters is where the forward momentum ones are. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna have to change cameras here. Hold on. Look at that. That is not even boosted, and that is exactly what I wanted. So now we can put something in the middle and just spin and destroy everything. It's actually quite stable as well, considering we have that front weight. You know, we actually probably don't even need that now. I mean, I'm gonna keep it because I like it, but we could simply just thrust, turn off the thrust, and then start spinning. And we'd go right into it. And, well, yeah, we'd have to add some sort of swords on the outside, but we could slice it like that, too. This is so cool. All right, so let's try this thing out the way it's intended. So, first of all, we go in. I'm going to turn those off. Thrust a bit more. Kind of hard getting through that, but saws are working as expected. All right, turn it off. So let these things go in the middle. Oh, I wish the lag wasn't so bad, but with how big this structure is, to be expected. Now we can spin or turn that on and then spin. It doesn't really matter. And it's going to destroy everything anyways. But there's literally nothing left. Let's try that one more time and do the spinning first this time, because that's the whole goal here. I kind of destroyed it before I even had a chance to spin it. Not that that's a bad thing, but I want to see the spinning actually work. So we'll turn it on now and start spinning. Oh, dude, this is so fun. And there we go. That's exactly how I wanted it to work. And it just vaporizes everything. Okay, guys, I think that's a good time to wrap up this episode of Instruments of Destruction here. I hope you guys enjoyed this laser-heavy episode. I am keeping track of this game as it is being developed. And, yeah, anytime I see a bunch of new stuff and I want to do another episode, there'll definitely be some new ones out. But yeah, keep your suggestions coming in this game. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching and liking, and I'll see you in the next one.